Are you alone?
One in the distance.
Have a look at yourself. Can you describe yourself?
I look the same, but I have on a sundress.
Okay. Do you recognize the dress?
Yeah. But I do like it.
Okay. And the person in the distance, what are they doing? Can you describe them?
I'm peeking around the trees.
What are they peeking at?
Me.
What do they look like?
Not all white.
Do they look human?
Yes.
Can you describe the clothing?
White pants, white shoes, white shirt.
And how do you feel right now?
Like I could float. And now I'm floating.
You're floating?
I know who this is.
Okay. Who is this?
It's Michael Jackson. I'm not afraid to see him either. I thought I would be afraid.
Why don't you approach him?
I'm approaching him now. Yeah, trees pink, so I'd like it. Because I'm really scared.
How are you feeling?
I feel I'm very emotional.
And how is Michael Jackson feeling?
Happy. Too happy for you because you're here.
That's good.
Happy because we're doing this. It's not me. He wants me to talk to somebody else, though.
Okay. And who is that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
And what does Michael Jackson think you might be afraid of?
He just knows I'm always afraid.
Well,
thank you for finally giving us a platform to speak.
okay. Will Michael Jackson answer your questions?
No, I will answer your questions.
Can you repeat?
We will answer your questions for you.
Okay. Will Michael...
Not afraid.
No, don't be afraid. What is the purpose of Michael Jackson appearing to you?
He stays with me so that I'm not afraid as I do my work. I don't always know that he's there, but he's always there.
Mm-hmm.
He will answer. He will answer your questions.
He won't. Okay. Has he got any messages for you today?
We want her to know that he's there to guide her and help her on her journey, and that she is correct with everything that she thinks about Michael Jackson. He is not a negative spirit. Sometimes she thinks that he could be, and now she sees that he's not.
Okay.
Again, thank you for this platform to finally come forward.
You're welcome. And thank you for the opportunity to help. Will you be able to answer or give any clarity to Shelley regarding the 3 dots on the Michael Jackson picture at all?
He wants her to know that he really likes her idea of what she thought of. And she was on the right track, but he said he's sorry to disappoint me. It was a kind of sigil. A sigil made in 1998, but not decades. It was annual. And it was trying to keep up something that everyone could see later would come down. He had previous knowledge of this.
Okay. Thank you.
But he likes her idea. He said she's a smart, funny person.
Okay.
He was drawn to her because of the way that she interacts with her children and other people. And they have the same exact personality.
Okay. Who is he to her in terms of their souls? Is he her spirit guide? Is that correct? To be correct?
Spirit guide, he's a protector. living in past lives together, mostly in Egypt.
Can you say that again, please? I heard that he's a protector.
He's a friend, a spirit guide, a protector, and we have lived many past lives together, mostly in Egypt.
Am I understanding correctly that Michael Jackson and Shelley have shared past lives?
Many.
Okay. Would you be able to move your microphone lead just slightly? Wonderful, thank you. Just because it got a bit muffled there. So, who am I speaking to now? Are you part of Shelley's higher self?
The higher self is very integrated at this point. But to calm her, we would say that we are fairies of the universe. FOTU. She would be very comfortable with that.
Okay. FOTU, did you say?
The fairies of the universe.
Fairies of the universe. For now. Okay. Thank you. Can you explain to Shelley? She would like to know about the UFO that she saw with her children. Her question is, was it aliens or was it a message of some kind?
It was a spirit guide.
Okay.
It was like a chariot of fire, will you? Traveling, a way to travel. A Merkaba. She knows this.
A Merkaba. Okay. Can I ask why it appeared to her at that time and her children?
She needed to have proof and a witness.
Okay. Shelley would like to know, what is the Mandela effect?
That's fun when, isn't it?
Yeah.
As consciousness raises, it raises through dimensions, and people are on different dimensions as they raise, and therefore their experiences vary somewhat at times.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It is not to be afraid of. It is a sign of the consciousness raising.
Okay, thank you. Shelley would also like to know, is she supposed to be married to her husband?
We've all but torn everything up. We've all but pushed her She needs to overcome guilt of worrying about hurting other people. She can do it with love. She's in what we describe as comfortable rut. But she's learned so much during this time and had a lot of time to speak inward. So it was beneficial.
Thank you.
Her contract is done.
Which contract?
The contract that she agreed to. The children were the contract. Contract is done. Karma is being alleviated. It's time to move on forward.
How should she do that?
All things will unfold in a timely fashion. She flows well. Everything's always working out for her.
So she's on the right path, following the guidance correctly?
Definitely. If she just didn't get so scared. If you picture a movie theater seats, about 15 of them, we sit, we watch, we laugh. Not in a mean way. All we can say is that's funny, funny girl. It's programming. It's religious programming. It's clearing, it's clearing, it's clearing. It's so slow. So slow. Slow, slow, slow.
Is there any way that she can speed up the process of clearing the programming?
I think tonight will help her. More than she ever imagined.
That's exciting.
Well, we've been trying to break through for a very long time.
Well, this is wonderful that you finally are connected and integrated so well.
We'll see how that is tomorrow.
Is there anything that you can do to Shelley's energy field while you're integrated so well to assist in the clearing of the programming and future integration of higher self?
We are working. She is very integrated. She just gets so scared. It's funny.
Shelley would like to ask, her daughter and Shelley both have a form of mitochondrial disease. Can this be healed? And how did they manifest it?
Doctors. That's the only progression in her being. She's just feeling the speed bumps along the way. She shouldn't be afraid. Never, ever be afraid. There's nothing wrong with them living at all.
That's reassuring, thank you. Another question Shelley has. All of her report cards as a child said, Shelley is a good student, but she cries all the time. In counselling, she would say, I don't know why, when she was asked why she was crying all the time. Can you give any insight as to why she was crying so much as a child?
Because she came here with missions and purpose. And some of them are quite trying. It seems the little soul knew that it was going to be a long ride.
Okay. Thank you. Shelley would like to know also, was she a victim of MK Ultra? For she has seen some horrible things out of body involving celebrities.
These are some of the reasons that she would cry when she was young. She is not experiencing these things. She's witnessing them. She's transmuting energy and helping them. Or they go through a lot more than people realize on your planet. They're there for an agenda and for programming.
So does that include when she's having horrible nightmares about the famous?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there any advice you can give Shelley about how to, when she is a witness, how to do so in a way that mitigates any effects on Shelley?
Well, she almost nailed it, we'll say, with the meditation recently. When she included repair of past, present, and future, and calling it a finished work.
Okay. So would you recommend that Shelley meditate more frequently?
Definitely.
Thank you.
Mostly I recommend that she doesn't stop when things start happening.
Okay. Why does she stop? Is that because of her fear?
Yes, as she moves forward, she She has so much contact with the spirit realm. But when they try to talk to her or interact with her, she runs away. Just like us. We tried to inform her before. A very well-known channel tried to talk to her. She just left and drove off.
Okay. Okay, so Shelley would like to ask about Michael Jackson. Does he have archangel energy? Is he Archangel Michael?
Of course, he has Archangel Michael energy. You have Archangel Michael energy. And Sharon has Archangel Michael energy. She has your energy. You have her energy. You have our energy. And we have your energy. So we are all one. But you know that.
Yes. Thank you. Shelley would like to ask, does she have a twin flame? And is the twin flame phenomena real?
She's so funny. Funny. We know the question. We're familiar with the question. The answer is on another dimensional level. Yes. This person is. I don't understand why you put labels on everything. They're very connected, especially in a dream state. If the consciousness raises to a certain point, that union would happen in the physical, but we don't right now see that.
Okay.
We have a joke for her that no one else will understand.
Okay.
And we say, I would die for Riley. She won't know what we're talking about.
Okay. Thank you. Shelley would like to ask about the Bible. Does she know how to interpret the Bible and sacred text correctly?
Of course she does. And so does the Baptist. And so does the philosopher. Everyone is where they are because that's where they're supposed to be. She's moving along just as she's supposed to.
Okay. Thank you. Shelley asks, is the earth shaped like an eyeball? Because she believes it is. And is the flat versus round debate a form of divide and conquer?
Yes, it is, because it's been made into an argument, but all are correct. What you believe is what you experience. She really believes it looks like an eyeball.
Yeah.
Therefore, it does. And we really like that.
Thank you. Is this phenomena of what we believe is what we experience more intense now than previously? Or has it always been as it is today?
It's always been like that, but things are definitely speeding up. Speeding up. It's speeding up. It's getting faster and faster. When it's slowed down, you don't see the pink elephant right when you imagine it. Luckily, you do create your own reality. We know this.
Yes. Thank you. Shelley would like to know why she feels so connected to blue beings of some kind.
We cannot scare her at this point, so we'll say somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. They are flying over the rainbow. So she needs to go.
Where does she need to go?
Not be afraid. She's a dimensional traveler. She just needs to be conscious of it.
And how do the blue beings tie into this?
They are helpers, and they're looking out for your planet's best interests. Just like Earth, there are good beings, there are bad beings. But we have to say that the blue ones are all good. Tell her, even the little blue vampires.
I will do.
I mean,
Are the beings that we perceive dependent upon our frequency and emotional state?
definitely, everything is frequency. Your emotional state is what controls it, like a steering wheel.
Okay, thank you. Shelley had a baby's soul taken from her when she was 17. It wasn't her choice. Can you give Shelley some information about where that little soul is now?
You know, many people don't realize is if a soul wants to be with a mother, it'll wait in line. And that soul sleeps by her every night. It's really funny. what she needs to remember is that the child and the original father and the father all questioned if the original father was the father, and the time was off by 10 years. But the little son has the same color eyes as the original father. The other son of the family is brown.
Okay, thank you. Shelley asks, when is the event?
The event is now. But what no one knows is it's been going on. It's been going on from the beginning. But it's speeding up. And as it speeds up, it will reach a 0 point.
When you say the event has been going on from the beginning, what do you mean by the beginning?
From the beginning of time, consciousness has risen and risen and risen and risen, risen and risen, and risen and expanded and expanded, expanded, expanded and expanded, and it's still expanding.
And what happens when the speed of the event reaches a 0 point?
Well, the lessons that we've hopefully learned tonight be where you think you are supposed to be at. We will help you.
Thank you.
Everyone is where they're supposed to be.
Shelley would like to know about past lives, particularly whether she had any with Dolores Cannon, as she feels very connected to her.
She has had past lives with Dolores Cannon, but the emotional connection that she feels is because she was moved away from her grandmother when she was 3 years old, and their voices are very similar. She just feels a grandmotherly connection to Dolores. However, she has spoken with Dolores telepathically, and she does know that she's aware of it.
Yes. Is Dolores Cannon continuing to help guide her? Is Dolores Cannon part of her team?
Well, look how she got here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other information that you would like to give Shelley at this time?
Just that she needs to calm down. Calm down. Not be afraid that people are going to think that she's crazy. It's very obvious that she has a connection to Michael Jackson. He is He is actually very much what you would compare to a sage, a prophet. He searched inward for truth throughout his entire life. He was a dimensional traveler.
Thank
On
you.
Earth. And he's still doing it today. He mostly stays in the night and higher realms of the heaven.
Okay. Can Shelley call on him when she would like to communicate with him?
They always call on each other. She knows this. They're around each other all the time in the dream state. She just doesn't always remember. If she would get proper rest and drink more water, it'll all come. She's where she should be. Little baby steps.
What effect might Shelley notice as a result of this session this evening?
She'll notice we'll be around her. We'll be around her. And she'll have better communication with others around her. There's always entities around her.
Thank you.
And they play and wait. And we all laugh. Such a slow process. So funny.
Can I ask why you are so close to Shelley that you scan her to see if she needs any adjustments or healing before we end the session?
We have already done this.
Thank you.
Now we're trying to decide what all we let her remember.
Well, the session has been recorded, so she will be able to watch it afterwards.
We don't know if we should just slam her with it or let her ease and flow.
Well, you know her best.
We'll slam her with it.
Okay.
She's getting tougher.
Thank you. Do you have any advice for Shelley's family or anyone else that Shelley knows?
Everything is being handled perfectly. She just needs to not worry. her daughter needs an ovarian.
Okay.
The baby brother is okay. He just likes the attention. He's okay.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much for attending this evening and helping Shelley. Are you ready to step back now and allow Shelley to come forward?
We greatly appreciate it. We ask that you give her 1 second as we step back, just for a quick, memorable moment with Michael.
Okay.
A good team there. Brother and sister are superheroes. We are done now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, come forward now, Shelley. I'm going to count to 5. And when I reach 5, you'll be fully awake and fully back into your physical body.
I'm awake.
You back? Good.
I'm like so tripping out right now. You are so talented. Wait, I can't hear. I pulled out the headphones. I'm sorry, I was freaking out.
That's okay. Oh, hold on. Let me turn my camera back on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm sorry, I was freaking out and I pulled out the headphones and just started talking.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'm just going to go through the count to 5. This is important because otherwise, even though you feel fully back, you might not be. So by the time I get to 5, 1 to 5, all of Shelley's consciousness will be back into her physical form. She will be fully energized. And all necessary changes, adaptations, healings will have been completed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, thank you.
I'm totally tripping right now.
That was really interesting. What do you remember? Do you remember it all?
I remember all.
Good.
But it's weird because I like saw it. I saw it all swoosh in at the same time at the end, like it all just. It was like the last 30 minutes or hour or whatever was all. I don't know, like if you took pages of a book and like it just all flopped in.
Right, yeah.
I feel like I knew a lot of those things already, but not all of them.
It seemed that what you needed tonight was validation and confirmation.
Yeah.
Would you agree to what you intuitively knew, but you needed to be sure that what you knew was truth and not just from you, your imagination kind of thing. And I think that's what you got tonight.
Now, what I'm concerned about is, I guess when I get off of here, I'm gonna have to Google who is Fairies of the Universe, right?
Yeah, I've not heard that term before.
Huh?
I've not heard that term before.
Well, I hope I can find it.
It's a lovely name though to have for them. I mean, basically, your higher self, your team, is saying that's
They're
what.
saying I'm scared and chicken, so they have to make it a cartoon. That's what I think. But it's probably some kind of, I don't know, alien or something. I have no idea. The only thing is that, let me just tell you this. You know, I don't mind you sharing my thing, but I'm like, I like this Michael Jackson thing. Everyone knows about it. I mean, I want answers to it and everything, but I just don't want people to think that, you know, I was never a fan of his like that. I just don't want people to think I'm like wishing for that and making it happen or something, because that is coming from left field. You have no idea.
Some people
I am a Def Leppard girl.
Some people will think that no matter what you do.
Yeah, I know it doesn't really matter, but you know.
Yeah. You know it's true. I know it's true. I mean, I've had my own experiences with Dolores Cannon, etc. So I know exactly what you're talking about. The only person who really matters here is yourself. You know it's true. You know it's meaningful. You know it informs your life and helps you, and that's the only thing that really matters, because you can't control what other people think. You're never going to be able to do that. You know, people look at this kind of thing and think, well, it's just people saying what's in their mind, but unless they experience it, they don't understand. You know, those of us who've gone through quantum healing, we know that's not the case, that it's different.
Yeah,
But
you know what's creeping me out about this the most? Whenever I talked to you the very first time when we got on the phone, within 30 seconds of talking to you, what did you say? Do you remember? You said that I was going to be channeled or something. You said something.
Oh, but yes.
Almost like you psychically predicted that session or something.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, you're right. I'd forgotten about that, but you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I mean,
and let me tell you something, that like always freaked me out, because he always would worry about like possession or something like that.
Yeah.
But that did not feel like anything scary or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I know, because you're still there, but you're also kind of not there. It's like
standing off to the side.
Yes.
I was standing off to the side.
Yeah.
But I was in shock, you know, I was just like, I don't know. But I wasn't scared, I was just like in shock that really, I was in shock that whole process like worked. I'm sorry to say that. Not that I didn't have faith in you.
No, honestly. I was surprised as well when I first had my experiences with it. Absolutely. I'm
a bad client. I'm gonna have to smoke really quick. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll join you. We'll smoke together.
Cool.
No, I completely understand what you're saying, because it is like, wow, how does this work? So it's very interesting when you think about all of the things that are so important, like the words you say and how you say them, and it's incredible. It's like magic, isn't it?
So who do you think that is? Just between you and me.
Sorry, say that again. Who do I think who is?
Who do you think that is that's communicating with me like that? Because I mean, it's not Michael Jackson.
No, that would be your higher self. That will be part of your, in my opinion, it's like part of your guide, your team of guides. Some people talk about soul families. So where your guides are normally, not always, members of your soul family. And for all intents and purposes, you're one soul. You're one collection of consciousness. You're the same being. So they are Your higher self, that is who we were talking to tonight was a representative of your higher self collective that has stepped forward to answer your questions.
You know what I'm just now thinking about? I'm tripping out. You know what he's talking about, right? He's talking about 9/11. It just hit me. 98, 99, 2000, 2001.
Wow, yeah. Yeah. Well, if that's come through to you now, then definitely trust that, because you're still very well connected with your higher self at this time. So you're likely still to be getting information coming down.
Because he said that's the thing I want to know the most, as silly as it sounds. But he said he was trying to bring something up that might be coming down or something like that. Like, maybe he was trying to use intention to do that. That's what I'm getting from it.
Right. Yeah, because
maybe he found out about it in 1998. Maybe that's when he knew that it was going to happen, and he started trying to do meditations and stuff to try to prevent it. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, absolutely, it could very well be.
That's interesting to me. I've been wondering about this for a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if that's your knowing, then that's your knowing.
Yeah.
You know? And that's
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's crazy.
I think a lot of people knew about that was coming up, didn't they? By the appearances of it, the amount of times that it's referenced in so many movies, etc. I think a lot of people had awareness of the significance of that date.
There was a lot of predictive programming and stuff, and so maybe subconsciously he picked up on it, and maybe he saw it in a dream, out of body, or something. Or maybe he was told. Who knows? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because they say there's that one album cover called Blood on the Dance Floor. His arms are placed like on the clock at 9/11, and in the background is the New York skyline, and I think the Twin Towers are missing. I can't remember exactly because when I was studying that, I was studying all kind of 9/11 predictive programming and stuff, and I don't think I had the Michael Jackson encounter yet. Did you get to watch the videos or no?
I've watched the first one, but not the second one. Hold on one sec. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop this recording and